Hello, my first time doing one of these on-screen type videos for YouTube. So today I'm going to do a little video on how I created a floral print for my Eddie the Edible printer, and I will go through the process. I bought this beautiful floral clip art from Etsy, and I will link all that in the description of the video. So I will jump in. I'm going to open this one up first and just show you what I had created. We're working in Canva, which is an awesome design software, and I'm also using Canva Pro, which I pay for, and I believe it's around $100 a year. I'm pretty sure that everything I'm going to show you, you will be able to do without the Pro version. Okay, so this was the package of clip art that I bought on Etsy contained hundreds of pieces of different floral clip art. And she also had some that were already put together in bouquets, and then she had lots that were separate pieces that you could create your own designs. So this was a simple one. This was one of the pieces that she had that was already created. So I brought that in, and when I went to actually do it on the cookie, I printed this on the cookie, and then I actually used this as an image that I piped an 80 on top of the floral printed cookie. This was one of the plaques. So I brought this in as an image. This is the picture of my cookie cutter. So I loaded that up and brought it in here, and then I designed a piece of clip art to go. Actually, I think this might have been already a pre-done one as well. And then I just brought it in, printed on half of the cutter. So then when I go to download, and I'll show you all this when we go through and create one ourselves, I download an image of the cutter, and then I download an image of the clip art separate. And we'll go through and you'll see why I do that. And then this one I did create. This was all separate pieces of, and this is what we're going to create today. This was all separate pieces of clip art that I put together into this floral arrangement because I wanted it to fit specifically on this. This is my cookie cutter. And I wanted it to fit specifically on my cutter like that. So I created the florals to go around the edge of the cutter. And then in here I piped a letter L for the girl's name. It was her birthday. Okay, so I'm just going to Control Z, get that back to where it needs to be. And then we're going to go in and we're going to create one of these. Okay, so I already have one started. My cookie is a 2.75 inch circle, and I've created a box that is 3 inches square. Okay, I want my florals to print off the edge of the cookie. I am going to go over here to Elements, and I'm going to grab just a circle. And I'm going to drag it big enough here till it reaches about 2.8. Okay, and then if you just move it around, it'll find its center. All right, so now this is going to mimic my cookie, and I know that I'm going to have the florals fall off the edge of the cookie cutter. So I'm going to go over here to Uploads, and you're going to see where I brought in all of the different florals. Yeah, so there's that, there's the one that I did, and I just cropped off half of it to fit onto my cookie cutter. And then these were some of the other pre-done bouquets that she had. It's a beautiful set of clip art, and I'll make sure and link it to Etsy. She had some backgrounds. Okay, so we are going to create a circle. I really don't have anything in mind, so we're just going to play around. I am going to bring in one flower. I'm going to shrink it down, and I'm just going to start placing these around the edges of what will be my cookie. Okay, so then we'll bring in another one. Try and play with the colors so they don't, because these ones do tend to blend together a bit. So you just click on the, if you're not familiar with Canva, it took me a long time to figure out Canva, and I was not a fan when I started. I don't work in any other design software, so this was really my first go at, sort of a design software. So it took me a bit to figure it out. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. These are all uploads, so you just go to upload file, and you can bring in, like if you buy something on Etsy, you would download it to your download file, and then you can upload them in here. So I have all sorts of stuff uploaded in here. Okay, so that's how you get these in here. Now to layer it, I'm going to right click, and my layer menu is going to come up, and I'm going to hit send to back, and now it's going to be in behind. And I'm just playing around. There's going to be a lot of movement here while I get things organized where I want them, what colors I want. Okay, so let's bring that one here. So we're going to send him to back. I could use all the keyboard shortcuts, and I don't. The lighting in my room is awful. The sun is going down behind me, and I tried to get situated where it wasn't too bad, but you don't really need to see me anyway. So. Okay, so, we've got this. I can put in some, maybe another sprig of leaves. I feel like we need some more leaves in here. So let's send those leaves to the back so they're just peeking out. So it looks like Control, Alt, and then the little bracket. I'm too lazy to learn all those. It would probably be much easier. Okay, so I just wanted a little bit of the green showing through. Let's see, maybe we need to, whoops, move in my circle. If you get to a point where there's too many things and like I can't grab that blue flower, if you right click, go to layer, show all layers, and then I will find that, there, that blue one. We can move it around here. I feel like there needs to be, maybe we need more leaves in there. Let's try. I feel like the blue still needs to be in there. So this is exactly what the process. I talk to myself a lot and just figure out, it's kind of fun because you get to just sort of play around, figure out what looks best where. Okay, so yeah, I don't mind that. It's looking a little lopsided, like maybe I need to bring this down. Maybe let's turn the blue leaves and make them a little bit bigger. I think it looks all right. So then, for what we're doing, we're just practicing. Okay, so then I could turn this into like an 80th birthday or a 60th birthday or a 50th birthday, whatever. So if we highlight all of it and right click, or no, we don't even have to right click. We can group it. Okay, so now it is a all together entity, which actually I don't want that circle in there. I'm going to have to undo that. But let's go along with this for now. Okay, so now we're going to put in some text. We are going to add some text in the middle. Okay, so you can go up here and you can make it really big. And once it gets big enough, you've got a handle, you can make it big. And then you can drag it around and get crosshairs. Then you can highlight it, and we can go over here to the text and find some nice font. You could play around. I get lost in here forever trying to find font that I like because they have such a huge selection. Let's type in handwriting, and we can pick up some, maybe I don't want handwriting. Let's try calligraphy. So we can search calligraphy fonts. And let's just pick one for the sake of picking one. Okay, now the other cool thing that you can do is the color. So if you go up here to the color, all of the photo colors are listed in here. So if we go to see all, look at every flower and leaf color is in here. So if we wanted that pretty periwinkle, if we wanted to make it a little lighter, if we wanted like that's pretty, if we wanted that color. All right, so we could find the center. I feel like that's going to get lost. So let's maybe do, I do like some of the greens. Maybe not. So yeah, you can play around forever changing things. I kind of like the periwinkle. Okay, so let's just go with that. So we are at, okay, so we've got this done. I am going to have to ungroup this because I want that circle separate. So I'm going to grab the circle. Yes. I'm going to add a page down here, and I'm going to drag that circle down here. Whoops, where's my circle? There. And drag him down here. Whoops, and I dragged a flower. Okay, so let's just get the, there we go. Okay. So now I am going to go up here and I'm going to make this all into a group. I don't have to right click, I just have to hit group right here. Okay, so now I have a group of flowers. So now what we need to do is we need to get this downloaded so that we can bring them into, I work on a PC, so we're going to bring them into Bartender. I don't have a Mac, so I can't help you out if you're a Mac person. So what I do is I download both separately, and I'm just going to move me over here for a sec, and we are going to go to Share. Oh, let me go back. Okay. So one of the things that I always do, because I don't like to up my saturation in Eddie, I only ever print at a 60 or 65, and I don't really want to go higher because I don't want any extra ink. If I can get away with less ink, then I will get away with less ink. So now if I click on this, if I click on the picture, and I go to, I think I've got to get out of text here. Let's go into here. Okay, so here I want to edit photo, and all I did was I just clicked on here. Oops, clicked on the photo. Edit photo. My computer's going to take a minute. Go to adjust. Now you've got all these things that you can play with on your photo. The only one that I usually play with is going to be saturation, and I'm going to up my saturation, and you won't, well, you'll notice if you go that way. This was the middle where we were at, and I'm going to up it. I will go all the way usually to 100 or 80 to 100 depending, because you will lose some of the color when you print it with your Eddie. So what I'm going to do is when I go to print this, which will probably be part 2 of this video, I will print one that I've not adjusted and one that I have adjusted, and you will be able to see the difference. So right now that's how I up the saturation. Okay, now we need to download these. So let me move me over here. Okay, we're going to go to Share, Download, PNG, Transparent. Here I'm going to up it to, I usually do like 2000 by 2000 pixels. So like it's very big, which will help give me a better quality. I'm going to uncheck that circle one. I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to download that guy. Okay, and then we are going to, wait a second here, and we are going to go and we're going to download the circle. I think actually for the circle, you know what, I don't have to do this. The reason I do it is because what I do is I download whatever shape of my cookie cutter is, I download it, and then I print that on my sprinkle tray, and then I know where my cookie needs to sit. But because it's a circle, I'm naturally going to just set it in the middle of my sprinkle tray. And I don't care that my flowers are going to go off the edge of my circle. So in this case, I'm not going to bother downloading my template, But if it was a funky shape like that other one that I showed initially at the beginning of the video where it was in half and I had to print on the bottom half, I did do that, and I downloaded the image of the cutter so that I could print it on my sprinkle tray, and then I knew where to set the cookie on my sprinkle tray so I could get it to line up. And once again, you probably don't need to if you are setting it in the middle of your sprinkle tray anyways, but okay, so that is that, and we are going to leave it here, and then I will pick up part 2 of the video, which will be the actual cookie and printing part of it and bartender. So I hope this was helpful. All right, thanks for watching.